Hello and welcome to another video review. This time we have up Snow Job Arctic Threat from the G.I. Joe new line Pursuit of Cobra. New packaging. As you can see, he has a lot of gear. It's very, very cool. And I know we've seen a lot of Snow Jobs in the past, and you know, what new could they do with him? Well, I think they kind of hit it out of the park with this one. This is the Snow Job you've been waiting for. And I'm going to go ahead and show you why. And this is him all geared up, holding all of his accessories. One of his ski poles is kind of dangling from there, but he still is holding it. He's able to hold all these things he comes with. The little grappling hook, the towel. He's got a rack on the back for his skis, which I'll show you. You can hold the skis there. He's got a gas can. This is a little frying pan that flips out, and he's got a kind of a sniper rifle going on there for Snow Job, which is I imagine he'd be up in the mountains sniping out the Cobra troops. And this is Arctic Threat Snow Job, as we said. I just wanted to show you his skis. His skis mount to his stand, which is kind of a nice touch. As you can see, they have the double pegs where the little black would be the peg for his feet, and new pegs, white ones, for his feet to go in when he's on the stand. And there he is with his skis mounted to his back. They don't stay quite as tight as I'd like. They stay on there, but they're kind of a little bit loose. I'd like to see something a little better than that, unless they don't really store on there either. But aside from that, you can store all his gears, towel. Comes with these just came off the side of him, but they plug in. He's got a frying pan, as well as a blanket that has its own little wrap, little roll-out blanket. He's got a little lantern, frying pan. And you've seen his skis. He also has ski poles. And, of course, his stand. And then he's got his sniper rifle here, which has got a nice feature. This kind of swings up and down as opposed to just sliding off. So it can be held up, and he can hold it just like that. He's got the nice sniper scope on there. It's really more kind of like a low light looking weapon to me than a Snow Job one, but either way it's pretty cool. He's up in the Arctic sniping people out. I kind of like it. Now onto the rest of the backpack. He does have a gas can that comes off. Now this lantern, what I didn't show you before, pegs into this little hole, and that's where the frying pan folds up. The frying pan has a hole in the bottom to plug into the lantern, like that, so he can hold that. And this is his little hook, his ice pick, climb up the side of mountains, whatever, and his big backpack. Built-in radio, everything. I mean, everything you could want, this guy has on his backpack. As far as range of motion, the coat does come off. Show you that in just a second. So if you have his coat on, he's not going to be able to sit in a vehicle too well, or even ride on a sled. He doesn't have much range of motion with that coat on. He does have, typical other motion. These goggles, I thought they were removable. They're not. They just kind of in place. They're not removable, but that's okay. He does have so many features that I'm willing to sacrifice that. And his coat does come off. Snaps off on both sides. And then I believe you're going to have to remove his head. Yes, you do. You have to remove his head to get it off. And there you see the same body armor style that we've seen in Revenge of Cobra, the movie. Now, let me just pop his head back on so he's not a headless Joe. We wouldn't want that. So as you can see, I've already gone through a lot of stuff. I don't want to take too much more time with this guy. You get the idea. The only thing I dislike is if you look at his hips. His hips seem to be a little bit wide and more kind of feminine. Those hips may work well as a custom for something else, as opposed to his torso, which looks really thin in comparison to his head and his body. But when he's wearing the jacket, you don't really notice it. So that's that. And just to show you his range of motion when he does not have the jacket on, he does have a little bit of issue sitting. However, you put him in a Arctic vehicle or something like that, as long as it's not something too tight, I think it'll be okay. He does have a little bit of a wide crotch, but it's not too bad. He does sit down alright, just a little bit misproportioned there with a little bit too thick on the thighs, but he is wearing snowsuit, so if you consider that he's wearing a snowsuit, when you put the jacket on in comparison to the jacket off, as you can see, he does look much more proportioned with the jacket on. And about the only thing I haven't shown you is him holding his weapon. I've already shown you him all geared up, which I usually save for last. I'll show another picture of that at the end. And you can hold this like this. Get a hand under there and hold it that way. Comes with the typical G.I. Joe stand, 2-peg stand with the G.I. Joe logo. So if you have 4 or 5 snow jobs, you may not want this figure if he's not your favorite. However, I have several different versions of this figure, from you know, the 25th and Pursuit of Cobra and even a vintage. This is really a great rendition of Snow Job, the Arctic Threat mold. A lot of accessories. He can store everything. Just a really great figure. And there he is with his skis on and his ski poles. You can see how that looks. I didn't bother to put his backpack on. You've already seen that. And you know, he can hold all his equipment. That's how he would look like if you want to display him, just like in a, you know, Arctic environment or on his skis. And what I do like about these ski poles is they come with these little straps. They don't open and go around his hand, but they do give a little bit of realism to the figure, which I think is great. Here's a little bit more detail on his backpack. You see it's got like a rolled up canvas right here. Again, these 2 pegs right here do hold his skis. However, a little bit of clear nail polish or some super glue, a little bit of light coat, let it dry overnight, might hold them a little bit tighter. Just give them a little bit of extra snugness on there and they should hold them. Maybe it's just mine, I don't know. But that's about the only flaw I have with the guy, is he can't hold his skis very well unless I'm missing something. One other thing I forgot to mention is he does have his trusty cell phone or walkie radio, whatever you want to call it. Don't want to leave home without it. So there you go. With a little bit of finesse, you can get him to hold all of his gear, even if it is just draped or whatever. You can get him to hold all of his gear without any help, without any extra storage baggies. Again, I really like Joes that can hold all their gear and don't need a parts baggie for leftover parts if you want to display them with all their gear. Anyways, this has been another video review of G.I. Joe Pursuit of Cobra. This is Arctic Threat Snow Job. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.